Sheesh. Okay.
But you're well?
I'm okay.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah.
Yes. Whatever.
You are okay. And circumstances that do persist.
I'm trying to confirm if our live streams are up before I start lying to people that they are and then they're not. Okay, they actually are. Very good morning to everybody. Asato is fine. We need to make sure that you're getting enough hours of sleep. Beyond trying to make sure then, we move regardless.
Yeah.
Kila mtu ako sawa. We have confirmed we are fine.
Kabisa.
Tuendelea. We need, I don't know, Marion, turn on the lights in this place. Because it's dark outside. It's okay either way. Marion, good morning. Skitty, good morning. Everybody, good morning. We are fine. Sindo, JB, good morning. Mutanu, we don't know where she is yet, but let's just go through this very, very fast. Everybody's well? Yes. Gachagua decided that yesterday he's going to give a 1 hour, 28 minute and 56 second rundown of Ruto at 4.
Yeah.
Yes, so he did that actually until he was sipping water. Yeah. It was that long.
Sips water. Let's continue.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
He did. And after he finished that, people who were in Naivasha decided, you know what, we're going to halt proceedings and do our own presser. How dare you?
How dare you?
Yeah.
You know, the beautiful thing about all that is that they were listening and they were noting down things for them to respond. How interesting.
If you have to answer to every dog that barks, then you have to ask a question
You're
or two
not
about
heading
yourself.
anywhere. You're not heading anywhere.
Right. So that will, of course, form the base of some of the conversations that we'll have today. Of course, we know that the town hall, city hall, is taking place this morning at KICC with the president, and he's going to chart out the plan, I assume, for the road to 2063.
Okay, please don't call it the plan.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just
Chart
say
out
the vision 20.
Yes. Blueprint.
Please.
Is that better?
Yeah,
okay.
Because the plan, we're already in the plan. So just...
Blueprint towards 2063 is happening this morning. And so now, that means Naivasha is over. Everybody has now flown back.
Naivasha should be over.
It's over. Everybody's flying back this morning in whatever vehicle of air you choose.
Yes.
So everybody will come back this morning and then they'll all proceed to KICC. I'm left to wonder. When is work actually done?
Never.
Oh, okay.
Never. You realize, Ndu, that yesterday we had pretty much entire parliament government. So even committees in National Assembly and Senate were not sitting because individuals were discussing 2027, who's going to be number 2, and how they're going to form government. Yet already they are in government. So when exactly is work done?
That's interesting. The people who are in government are planning how they're going to form government.
How to form government.
Okay. It's interesting because also the president the day before had said we must win in 2027.
Must. It's where you underline.
We must. Then he came back and said by the grace of God.
Yeah.
But then we must
win.
So look, nobody's taking any prisoners in this thing, and everybody's going all out to make sure that they are the ones who are at the top, while Kenyans are watching.
Yeah.
And our interest is always with the Kenyans. The Kenyans.
Because we afflict the
comfortable and comfort the afflicted.
Yes.
This is the situation room. A very good morning to you at 16 after 6 o'clock on this Wednesday, hump day, the 12th of August. We're already halfway through the month, basically.
Yeah.
So if there's something that you were supposed to have done at the beginning of this month or the end of last month and you haven't done it, guess what? You are half the month late.
Yeah.
Ahem. So... this morning, we're going to have a couple of conversations. At 7 o'clock, we're going to be looking at Ruto at 4, promises versus delivery. We're going to bring in a lot of stuff that was said by Gachagua and have that conversation with 2 analysts, Javas Bigambo and Dismas Mukua. That conversation takes us on at 7 o'clock. And what we're going to do in that conversation is to look at some of these things, whether it's fact or fiction. Okay? So that's the conversation that we will have at 7. And then at 8 o'clock, we'll talk with Eric Okeo, who is a security and governance expert. He'll be here to form... And this is... But we often get confused as to whether it's an interview. It's a conversation. And so we're going to move things in some of the things that we ask and talk about. Lessons from 2007 post-election violence. What have we learned ahead of 2027? That we don't have this conversation enough is then a reason why we should, if that makes sense. Because the indicators are very clear Now, what you do with those indicators ahead of time is that you then apply them to the current situation and see what will happen in the future. So it's necessary for us to talk about that. Dr. Victoria Kanana is a public health emergency preparedness and response lead with the Kenya National Public Health Institute in the Ministry of Health. She's going to join us at 9 o'clock, and we're going to be talking about Ebola preparedness and response. It is enough of a threat for us to have that conversation, and we'll look at some of the numbers and then what you and I need to do to make sure that we are safe and prepared just in case anything might happen, especially if you're a frequent traveler or if you've come in contact with somebody who is sour, especially around the areas where there is the disease burden. So that's what our conversations look like today, all bearing in mind that we'll also patch in to our KTN reporters, my friend Grace Ganga. And Ochanda will be at the KICC, and we'll then be able to hear word from them in terms of what's going on and how that progresses as we get into the morning. Sawa. That's what it looks like today. Karibuni sana. Thank you for being here. Yes, indeed. Our Nairobi frequency 94.4 has a little bit of an issue, and so that's being looked at to see what then can be done. In the meantime, you can catch us on our live streams on YouTube, Facebook, and on X, and in other frequencies around the country. Sana. Dennis Tolaseto is in fine form. He's here this morning, and we're getting into it kabisa. Now, we'll say hello to you in just a minute, so keep on coming into the room. And a very good morning to our audience on KTN, this morning. So, Nouakchott.
Yes, Nouakchott. So we've established they have the longest and heaviest train, the iron ore train, because it ferries gold, it ferries iron ore, right? But the proverb this morning, let's just go straight to it. When praying for a madman, never close your eyes.
If I were to apply logical thought, as one of my professors, Dr. Monroe, would say at some point, you then also have to think about the opposite. Like, you who is praying for a madman.
Are you mad?
Ato, what's wrong with you? So indeed, if that, and of course it's imagery, so it represents something else, that if you're praying for what would be an impossible situation, or what would be, what could potentially bring evil to you, then you also have to be cautious in terms of the outcome of that prayer. In life, how do you apply it? Just, I think, being cautious of our surroundings and being cautious of our atmosphere in which we are in, to then be able to know that which you may pray for may actually be the one that would hurt you later. Abi?
Yes. It's, at the end of the day, when you go to a battle, you best know how best to get into that battle. So you're going to a battle where people have guns. If you go there with screams, my friend, you're gone.
One time.
Right?
One time.
Yes.
I came out before I had a chance to think about it.
So exactly.
Time is the word I was going for.
So just know the surrounding you're in.
Okay.
You can pray. You can pray from your car. You can pray from your house. You can pray on top of roofs.
But just do it like this.
Just do it like this.
Right.
Yep.
So let's get into it, and I say good morning to you, Andrew Franklin. We see you indeed. Yes, it has not returned the signal. It went off last night. It's being worked on, so we'll get into that in just a minute.
Yes.
Somebody's working on that, so please just bear with us. Like I said, in the meantime, catch us on our live streams or our digital streams, essentially, that you can find us here, and we'll get back to as quickly as possible. All right, let's say hello to you. Peter Chiari is tuned in this morning and says, good morning from Mombasa. Remember, you can start late, start over, lose it all, fall again and again, yet still succeed. Fall 10 times. But if you don't get up, that's when you failed. We can always keep getting up, guys. Let's keep getting up. Good morning, Spice. Kisa Daniel says, tuned in. D Combo is tuned in and says, good morning, Wangwana. Good morning to you. G Kenyan says, good morning from Nairobi. Don Sabwa, good morning. Njuana Seto, good morning. Buana Seto.
Yes.
Did you hear Riggy G rattle not only a snake, but all the snakes? Will they bite?
Well, I just had them respond, bite, not yet.
Not yet bite? Okay. And then people writing long soliloquies, just answering.
Just ringing it. Just tell us. What do you do?
Somebody rattled somebody, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Kimiak, a fine Wednesday morning to preach the gospel that says nothing good will come out of the Kenya Kwanzaa administration. Kimiak, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, sir.
Alex Gyokomwai says, good morning, tune in from Kitale to have a fabulous day, and to you too. Mwangi Mike says, good morning, wonderful morning combo. I hope you've brought yourselves your favorite soda now that its consumption has become a parameter of determining economic growth in this country.
Yes, you can buy one or two. You're doing very well economically.
Buy a soda.
Yeah, 60 bob.
Buy a soda today.
Yeah, 60 bob.
Sheesh, man.
Yeah, we'll judge an economy based off that.
Yeah, we're judging the economy based on how much a soda is today.
And whether you can buy.
Let's not talk about whether it's... See,
let's not talk whether how much more than you're getting to spend it to treat diabetes and other things.
No, but who are we talking about here? Are we talking about the people who... Are we talking about the majority of people who do not have 200 shillings for a meal?
Yeah.
Right? And then what you're telling me is that, life is good.
Yeah.
Because from your 200 shillings, even if it is 1,000 shillings, my friend.
You can buy soda.
You can buy soda for 60 bob.
You can
and
buy soda.
that's an economic indicator.
Yeah. That's an economic indicator because then we used to call it zero diet in high school. So zero diet is good diet for you. Zero diet is an indicator that you're doing well economically, that you're able to take your children to school, you're able to pay your house rent, you're able to move from point A to point B, you're able to pay your taxes, you're able to pay for SHA, you're able to pay for affordable housing. You are able to go to Singapore and you're able to go to Vision 2060. Why? Because you can afford a 60 pop soda.
I'm not even going to get annoyed anymore.
Yeah, don't.
No, I'm not going to get pissed off. No, there's no need. Because that's what you do. You don't waste your emotions on the ridiculousness of some things.
Yeah.
I said it out loud.
Soda economy.
So can you imagine? Now, on Monday, was I not telling you on Monday that there's always something? There's always something.
Yeah.
By the time we finish one and even try to...
There's another
then
one.
there's another one. Now somebody's coming to tell you that soda.
Yeah.
Soda.
Soda.
See, let me just... if you can have my peace. Good morning, Ndwandene. Simply this. If the economy grows, then employment opportunities arise, which will make paying help easier. It's the economy stupid? Yes. Tips Muge says, good morning, Spice FM team. Who keeps cutting public participation agreements and inserting things during policy creations? Example, finance bill, name and disintegrate. Yes. Who does that?
Yeah.
Chukunzira says, good morning, TSR. The city in the sun, Doha, is tuned in. A very good morning to you. Leo says, hello, Princess Ndu and Aseto. How much of the 80 billion has been used in preparing for El Nino by the county of Nairobi? As a nation, how prepared are we for disaster response mechanisms?
We are not.
Let me tell you, Minor. I've decided today I'm talking to Minor.
Yes.
You have, unless I have not been to the city, I am still annoyed about that contraption that is at the end of at the beginning of Haile Selassie, that junction of Haile Selassie and Gong Road, then heading in the direction of Landis. What is that thing and who uses it? Has anybody been down there? Is it complete, or are we just going to continue building?
The only new thing I've seen is that on the stairs that take you downstairs, at least there's light. So the place is lit up now.
Yeah, but who's
is anyone
going down
using
there?
No one.
Who's going down there? Because essentially what it does, okay, let's assume that you're coming from railways, the club, right? And you're walking along and you say, you know what? I don't want to walk with all of these people. Or what would be your motivation? Then you go under this thing and then you come out where?
Let me tell you.
What have you achieved?
As long as you're using that road and there's a police officer on that junction, just know that thing is as useless as is. It's that simple, because that construction that happened there ought to have gotten rid of police officers, because there was nobody who was supposed to be walking.
No, but I'm actually asking, where do you end up? Do you end up next to Parliament? Where do you end up?
No,
when you go
you're
under
just crossing the road.
It's just for crossing the road?
Yeah.
Damn it, then why didn't they just put a zebra crossing and then have marshals on the street to cross over? You spend billions of shillings for people to cross the road.
So there are businesses, I think there's a police station as well. So they call it an entire ecosystem beneath the city.
I'm going to move on because I'm going to hurt myself in a minute. I'm Mashari and Jeru says, good morning, Team Spice. Ndu and Dennis watching from Portland, Oregon. Riggy G has perfected the art of stealing the thunder from Ruto. Proper. Hey.
He's a good student, one would say.
True. Today's that day for another talk shop. Will lead to nothing but another report to gather dust on the shelf like the Ndunga report, education report, and the rest. It seems like that's what people are thinking is going to happen at KICC this morning. Eric War says, good morning, guys. Good morning to you. Christina, Afro Cinema continues. Doo-doom. Kenyan politics has turned into the house of cards. Oh, anyways, good morning. I'm telling you, the producer who will come from wherever and decide that they're going to do a series will make a lot of money.
True.
J.J. Abrams, you have a missed call. Or somebody else, even from here.
Yeah.
Leo says 94.4 is a lot. Yes, it is. It'll come back. It's being worked on. Good morning or night to each one. A lovely week Wednesday to each one of us, says Drift Session. Jennifer Tenney says, good morning to our darling Aseto. Good morning to our lonely Ndu. Lonely? Lonely. I am so lonely. I have nobody for my own. You called me lonely, Jennifer. Now we'll sing the song. May the intercessors pray for this country. Assalamu alaikum, says Liumi. Kenya is like a rocking chair. Keeps one busy but doesn't take anyone anywhere.
True.
Another victim murdered in police custody. It's diabolical. It actually is diabolical.
Yeah.
If you would say that we are going to just sort out police, but only that, deal with that.
That alone.
Deal with that alone. Come on. You know what? I said I'm going to be in my soft era this morning. I'm not going to be too distant. I'm just going to be... but then now...
Let me tell you. Soft era can never happen. It's very difficult because every corner you take, something must just make you angry. Because, okay, fine, now we are at 80 billion. What has it done? Remember, 80 billion is outside that construction that happened at Haile Selassie. So let's look at 80 billion in Nairobi. We're being asked, what are we doing with 80 billion to prepare for El Nino? NDMA hasn't said anything. Yet El Nino, as we've been told, is coming. Okay.
I'm breathing.
Breathe.
I'm just breathing.
But we jambiwa the way we ask intelligent questions.
Hey. Auntie Mercy, hauja tufanya poa bwana. Auntie Mercy, why?
Yeah.
Isakale says Kenya's political circus has been busy. PRM launch, that happened yesterday. Broad-based government meetup, yes, that was a high tea something. Then Gachagua with Ruto at 4 bomb and government hit back before the echoes died. Somebody high Thursday, I know, and it's just Wednesday. Isakale, good morning to you. Baba Three Girls, good morning, great to have you here. Happy World Youth Day. Yes, where is Oburu Oginga? Young people is a myth. Junat Mohammed, the Suna East MP. Is that what he said? Young people are a myth? Okay.
Yeah.
Wanda says, good morning, Ndwana Seto from Toronto. Happy hump day indeed to you too. Studies show voters who don't receive payments are much more likely to hold politicians accountable for stealing. I guess the reverse is true.
True.
Yes. Mutufulani says, good morning all. Red's favorite person is Ndu. Atakama, you choose green. Thank you so much. I see that. Will the public be at KICC? Will it be the usual crowds? Je ne sais pas. Let's see. Beatrice Omanwa says, good morning. Good morning to you. Mwakapiela Luhimbo says, good morning, Dar es Salaam, Ndrenko. I keep asking myself, why can't our countries develop a sustainable funding model or formula for education? There is too much malafide coming from politicians. Yes, there is. Malafide. Good morning, Spice FM and the entire Situation Room. This is Abraham Chola says good morning. Good morning to you. Wheezy. Good morning, Spice. Good morning. Epic Manual says good morning. Soda drinking nation people. Yes. Drink soda. That's how you know your economy is doing well.
Drink soda.
Good morning, Princess Ndu and the wonderful Aseto, Rosie Kibunja. I love that name. Says, Dunia isimame tulambe glucose. It's 3 much. Hope we are not the madmen being prayed for, or vice versa. Indeed. Paul Kameri says, soda is a luxury. Somebody who can afford soda has already bought milk. Thank you. Ama? Or you just buy it to push over? I don't know. My princess, taking Baba to Bondo is the only promised delivery according to Rigiji. Good morning. Yeah, he actually said that out loud in daylight.
Yeah.
He did. Abraham says, good morning. Yes, we see you. Good morning to you. Tuned in from Greenfields. Good to have you here. Sam Obama says, don't forget the incumbents. Yes, they are. Temporary incumbents.
Yes.
But the courts have said we'll just have to deal with this in 2027. Mwangi Ngrisha says, good morning. Tuned in from Kiandoto in Thika. And Mwangi Juma is tuned in this morning with all that UDA claim opposition does not have, including brains. UDA and ODM are having sleepless nights at Naivasha, if not in State House. Yes. Soda drinking. People are greeting one another.
Yeah.
Sam says, good morning, Watus. What happened to bottoms up? Now we are moving to 2060. Please remember to ask Javas. Yes, we'll ask him. I hope he brings us soda. Boko and Jerry says, good morning, crew from Nyamakima. Our businesses are on deathbed. Karioko Roundabout is a farmland, not a road. God help us. May he just. And Thomas Osoro says, good morning, Spice team. Good looking, guys. Wishing you a lovely Wednesday. Rigi unlocking Ruto badly. Vintage doesn't do the song, but I just had to sing. They call me Lonely. Lonely is not necessarily a bad thing. Ricky G is evolving into a proper leader of opposition. This is Hood Films. He just needs a shadow cabinet and boom. Okay. Yes, Margaret Gathoni, a very good morning to you. Yes, our Nairobi signal frequency right now has a problem. So it's being worked on, so just bear with us. In the meantime, you can find us right here as that is being worked on. Sawa. Thank you for keeping eyes on all of that. All right. What's to do? Let's see what's going on with the weather this morning. Is it warming up?
This is the Situation Room. The only way to start your day.
Economy, trampling on the rule of law, and using a revolving door of grand plans to distract Kenyans from 4 years of broken promises. Government leaders, however, dismissed the claims as the thoughts of a leader desperate for publicity. So, what are some of the issues raised by Gachagua? Broken campaign promises. He accuses President Ruto of abandoning the promises that propelled him to power. Okay. He also says failed government programs. He claims better, which is the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. The NADCO report final and 10-point agenda. Let's just be honest, none of that was actually implemented, but let's keep it moving. And he says those have failed to deliver with new plans meant to distract Kenyans. Okay. He says that human rights and the rule of law alleges the breakdown of law and order, extrajudicial killings, abductions, and use of goons by state agencies. Are the police a state agency? Are people turning up dead in police stations having been last seen with the police?
Yes.
All right. I'm just asking. Economic hardship blames the administration for rising taxes, fuel and transport costs, high utility bills, food price increases, and stagnant job market. Okay. He talks about heavy borrowing and rising debt, accuses the government of excessive borrowing, citing an average of 1.4 trillion shillings annually. Okay. Whew. That just, and I said the man talked for 1 hour and 28 seconds. 28 minutes. A little bit more, actually. So these are some of the things that he said. No sooner had he said that, the people said in Naivasha, come on, you can't. Then there's a counter. But interestingly enough, and I'm just saying this, unless I didn't hear correctly, there was no denial of the things that he said, but there was an attack on the man and his personality. It would be interesting to see if the things he said can be rebutted and say, actually, what you are saying is not the case because here is the case.
Yeah.
So they attacked him and not the issues that he brought up. I'm just saying.
It's true.
So no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would you attack the truth? Anyway.
I just thought that it was...
It was interesting, yeah.
It was interesting to just see that, but it will be nice to see in the next coming days. I think maybe we will hear this morning at KICC that they've told us that these things were actually done. And I don't know what stratosphere you would be operating in to then be able to see that. But if it's been done, then maybe they will say, has been done and these are the pictures to show. So I expect something like the housing agenda to come up at KICC this morning.
Yeah, I'm still stuck at the bottom-up transformation agenda.
You're stuck?
There is where it's at.
You're stuck in the bottom.
Because that's where the promise was. So let's look at the guys in the bottom. Where are they? If they're still there, then iko shida. Because there's no transformation agenda that happened to those at the bottom.
Where? You know me, I can see you. All systems as IEBC rolls out Kim's ballot tenders. Okay. It is in the farm that the grain is tough. tampered with. Okay, so the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has officially opened the tendering process for the multi-billion shilling election technology and materials, exactly 1 year ahead of the decisive August 10th, 2027 polls. Politicians have in the past faulted the system and are watching this keenly. Everybody's watching very closely. Who will win the tender? Where will they bring it from? Will the tenderee, is it a tenderee? The person who wins the tender?
That one, eh?
But it's called a tenderee. Are they somebody's friend? Is it actually the money that they said it's going to cost that it's going to cost?
Let me tell you. Do you know that's just another money pit? Because come 2032, yeah, we are buying new Kim's kits again. Because the shelf life is just 5 years. Summer money pit.
Money pit.
Yes.
You know, my dad used to say, mirth comes about when you lack another response. So you just laugh, you just smile, because the other that you would employ might be disastrous.
True.
So, more than music, young stars turn song into messages that matter. And I love this.
Yes.
Anybody who is living outside, Yani, you're not living under a rock, would understand that the arts are political.
Yeah.
That they can be for social justice. It's not just something you do when you're bored. You don't just go grab a guitar with your 50,000 piercings and say, let me sing a song. No. That if we don't actually take serious some of these things, music, the arts, across board, and what they can actually be agents of, then we are joking. Like I said, anybody who is living outside, not under a rock, and doesn't see the importance of what you can do with arts in countries, those who get it are miles ahead, by the way. Maybe that ought to be something that's said this morning. Or is it too late?
No.
We're giving public participation.
Yes, public participation.
Right.
Yeah.
Court bars Kenya Railways boss from office duties. What did he do?
Yeah.
Railways Managing Director, CEO Philip Mainga has suffered a setback from the Employment and Labour Relations Court, issued interim orders barring him from occupying or exercising the powers of a state corporation's top office. Justice Nzioki Wamakao issued the orders after considering a petition raised by John Machuma Nyongesa, who had challenged the legality of Mainga's continued tenure. As in, excuse me, why is this guy still here?
Yeah.
Can we get somebody else? So court says, actually, you know what? How about we have a conversation? You sit over there for a minute and let's figure out what's going on here. And then now when we're done, should you be allowed to come back, then you can bring us back.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, come not hither.
Tulia huko.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tulia huko.
Tulia huko.
In Old English would be come not hither.
Yeah.
Justice Abureli rejects a bid to make 67 years the jail limit. Okay. The judges are having some fun. Death row convicts argued that lengthy sentences could amount to life imprisonment. Okay. Judges reject arguments saying the convict could not enjoy review of terms twice. The High Court has rejected a bid to cap all jail sentences at 67 years, the normal life expectancy for Kenyans. Yani, so if you're 67 and you're serving a sentence, you should be able to come out.
Okay.
Do you understand? Judge said, yeah, right. You're joking.
But you know, usually you find that someone perhaps is in court under different crimes, right? So you find if you're 4 different crimes, each crime attracts a different sentencing. So if you put everything together, comes to 120. I am sorry, but you are not Moses. But 120 is yours.
Methuselah is the one who
You
lived
deal with it.
You're not Moses. You're silly. Yeah, so...
Oh, even if you're Moses, you're not Moses of the Bible. Yes, let me say it like that. Yes.
So, James Mwega Gathuri, as he's the one who was saying his sentence was reviewed downwards to 40 years after the Supreme Court found the mandatory death sentence was unconstitutional.
Okay.
So now this petitioner is saying, if you're going to sentence somebody, they should not go beyond 67 years. After that, let the person out, because according to the life expectancy for Kenya, you're going to die anyway. Court says, nice try.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. Did you know? Fox, you know Fox, not Fox Ilea, the forest, Fox Ilea TV. The court has ordered the KCB, which group has been barred from interfering with... no, it's not that Fox, it's another Fox. The dispute with investment firm Fox Capital Investment Limited, which accuses the lender of withholding funds for more than 6 months. As in, you lent me money, then you're not giving me. Kana pesa yako.
Oh, mwana pesa ngapi?
46 billion. 146 billion. Woo, woo. You're not even bothered with who said what. You can, huh? 146 billion.
146. So they requested for credit.
Yes.
It was approved,
Yes.
but it was never disbursed.
No.
Okay. So are they paying back
So why
the debt?
did we even have a conversation? See,
146 billion. People are moving crazy amounts, man.
Jumbo, when I borrow 146 billion, you know the kind of business you have to be
I know.
operating, my friend. Abductions. Court rebukes Ruto team over payment list. Excuse me. So the people who are doing mago with this thing. The High Court in Nairobi has called out Macau Mutua's compensation team for leaving out 35 persons who had been abducted during Gen Z protests from the compensation list during the verification exercise. Bora umeguzwa unalipwa.
Yeah.
Sasa wewe, why are you refusing some other people to be paid? Gachagua says Ruto has broken all his promises that swept him to power. All, really? Not even one? Come on, Rigi. Well, we'll look into that a little bit more. CS Bari, Junet, and Ichungwa tell off the former DP. So now they formed a conference, press conference, and they came out and they said, no, come on, cannot be talking like this. And look at the people in this press conference. They can see there Kimani Ichungwa, Silvanus Osoro, Junet Mohammed, Senator Cherarge. Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
How important was that Nairobi meeting if individuals had to work out to respond to one regard Gachagua? Because that would only mean that they had spent 1 hour
28 minutes
and
16 seconds
listening to the man
exactly
for them to be able to respond.
take notes and then come
So
and respond.
how important was this broad-based PG meeting in Naivasha that was being led by the president? Or did they take a break? Hey, let's take a break and listen to
For
Ruto
1
at 4,
hour.
then we'll come back later.
Unaona sasa shida yako ni unakwanga na akili. Sasa unatusumbua leo asubuhi.
Majority
And we
leader.
don't want it.
Okay.
DP Kindiki Rao exposes growing tensions within Kenya Kwanza. Of course it does. Opposition leaders demand IBC reforms ahead of elections. You people should stop it. Because it's something that we should have had a conversation. This is interesting that you say this when IBC has just told us that it's all systems go.
Yeah.
Surely which one?
We are tendering.
But the train is already leaving the station and here we're talking about reforms. Even you guys.
But you see, I have an ask. I have an ask.
Axe.
So, the opposition leaders are asking for reforms. Why are they not part and parcel of choosing individuals who would then get to select the people who were in the commission today? So they're part and parcel. The reason why we have the current IEBC as commissioned. So the reason why they were even in that room or their voice was heard is because they were bringing in the reform agenda that was needed that they're now calling for.
You would think.
Yeah, walilala class. One would say, walilala class.
IBC opens poll tech tenders amid scrutiny. Karua declares bid for 2027 presidency. I'm telling you guys. You see this conversation we had yesterday with Jeremiah Kioni? All this united opposition thing, one thing, 1, 2, 1, 3. It's not going to happen. Martha Karua has decided, okay, as you guys are doing this over there, I'm telling you people that I want to be president of the country. Sawa. And Amisi, he told us that get ready for Tuesday. Tuesday was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's called what? Renaissance Movement
Party.
Was...
It's called PM.
RPM.
People's RPM, yeah.
No, RMP. I think. Look, anyway, it was launched yesterday. People gathered round. Hey, so many things happening. Jamani, over to you as I tell you that Faith Wekesa talks today in the opinion pages about Sifuna's revolution and how it's changing Kenyan politics from all fronts. Get yourself a copy of the Standard newspaper if you want to, or the Standard e-paper, www.standardmedia.co.ke. Go.
Daily Nation. 4 wasted years is the headline. By who? One opposition leader, Rigathi Gachagua, who issued a harsh assessment of President Ruto's 4 years in office, accusing his administration of reneging on its manifesto pledges and implementing draconian policies. He cited wasteful spending, corruption, punitive taxes, goons, and abductions among state excesses. Now, ODM demands DP slot 50% share of state posts. Now, ODM wants President Ruto to name a party member, his running mate in the presidential election, and to commit to cede half of government appointment should the coalition win the polls. There's a statement that was made by Kisii Governor Simbarati, and what did he say? So we do not have a problem with DP Kindiki becoming the running mate. All he needs to do is to resign from UDA, join ODM, and get the position. And then people from Kindiki's backyard walked out and said, "Nyinyi mnatubebaje nyinyi? Nyinyi mnatuonaje nyinyi?" Yet, now I understand why they had that 1 hour.
They had that time. Because at that time they were also fighting.
Yeah, they were fighting among themselves.
So they said, while you guys are cooling your heels over there in the lawn and eating a samosa,
exactly,
we sit over here and watch. The Rigiji.
Now we know why. See?
Yeah.
Now, students wishing to change varsity courses in distress. So the students want to change some courses. They're in distress. We'll look at why that is the case. And 600 million jobs scandal suspect now eyes Kabete MP seat. 600 million shillings job scandal suspect now eyes Kabete MP seat.
Let me say it for you in English. You see, the people who were supposed to get jobs abroad, abroad. Kazimaju. See, there's a guy suspected to have been collecting the money.
Yeah.
And then the people didn't get the Kazimaju.
Yeah.
They didn't even get the Kaziachini. So now this fella wants to be a member of parliament to go and legislate and budget make. He's suspected. Yeah, so it's like, eyebrows are up to the sky.
I love what they've done with the insert. His image is called James Wanjohi, who owns Whatstart Africa, Whatstart Travel Agency, and Whatstart Barrister Technical Institute on his G-Wagon. And
wow, okay.
Yeah, so we have been to government offices, recorded statements, yet the person who scammed us is roaming free and now wants to be an MP.
You know what?
Yes.
Those parents whose money was taken, I'm not even talking about these jobs, the ones for schools, who gave their hard-earned sweat, toil, blood, everything, money. And then their children did not go to school. And then you still have not returned their money.
They did not go to Finland.
I'm telling you, the punishment that is awaiting you is doing press-ups. Okay.
Yeah.
Carry
so
on.
Limited university slots frustrate students seeking a course transfer. So demand for popular programs is outstripping approved capacity, leaving students seeking transfers with fewer options. So we look at the numbers and the capacity of universities to have all these students, and you find that I wanted to do medicine, but because numbers are high, I'm pushed to a course that I never wanted to do. So you find those who are trying to also transfer to do that which they wanted to is a tad bit difficult because of capacity that we see in universities today. All right. You failed Kenya. Gachagua stinging verdict on Ruto's performance. So the 39-page assessment challenges Kenya Kwanza administration's record across key sectors, setting sharper opposition narrative ahead of 2027. Now, Kenya Kwanza underperformance claims opens new political war front. So that is according to the stories written by Mary Wangari. Now, the war of words between President Ruto's Kenya Kwanza administration and former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua escalated Monday. National Assembly Speaker, Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, speaking at Parliament buildings during a briefing, challenged Gachagua to account for his record during 2 years. What is your record for 4 years? ODM to Ruto. It's DP's slot. Equal posts, nothing less.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 150%.
Is that the position of the party?
Yep.
All members of the party? These ones who are touting about shouting? It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. Professor Hino, human capital, not just big projects, will drive takeoff, right? So Japanese economist Professor Hiroyuki Hino, during an interview on Monday, said, you see, when you invest in humans, in people, in your greatest resource, the people, right? And not just big projects. While big projects are good, invest in the people and the economy will take off.
Sindio?
Evil too. And then Amisi's PRM enters crowded poll field. So party launch draws opposition leaders who urge cooperation, while Linda Mwananchi faces a race against time to secure their vehicle. So 6.6 billion shillings is the amount of money to foot the bill for party agents, according to former Cabinet Secretary Raphael Tuju. So Caleb Amisi and his party should have around 6.6 billion shillings for campaigns, according to Raphael Tuju, who at the point was a cabinet secretary without title and also secretary general of Jubilee. So perhaps he's speaking from a point of knowledge, having seen what the party spent when he was at the helm, pretty much. Yes, tuangalie the Star.
We slept in the office. Mwaura recalls day of Gen Z protests. Omo, you slept. Do you know there are some people who didn't sleep? But anyway, says it was tough because they had to sleep in the office. I don't know in what context.
Do what, and we never heard him speak to anything.
He was talking about... For weeks during the protests of 2024, the Government Office of Communication was filled with tension, hectic activity, and trying to keep up with public outrage. I don't know that has ended, but okay. As thousands of young Kenyans took to the streets over the finance bill, the officials whose job it was to explain, defend, and communicate government policy found themselves working deep into the night, trying to keep pace with unfolding crises. Okay, so essentially you were doing your job. All right, okay. Yeah. ODM, there's that story again, demands 50% of Ruto government and DP posts. They're saying it's 50 or nothing. It's 50 or nothing. Don't play with us, because we can go form our own and we can have our own presidential candidate. Don't play with us, man. Blame yourselves. COB tells governors as salary crisis hits over 35 counties. Blame yourselves. The controller of budget is saying, see me, ni wewe tu.
Ikibidi, take your skunk.
WAFCON is showing the growth of African women's football. If you've been watching that tournament, where is EVE? That you'll find that actually there's quite some talent on this continent, and they've been playing some fantastic football over the last couple of weeks.
I think as a country, we just need to celebrate the girls, man. The girls are showing up.
Yep.
Proper.
They are.
They're always putting us on the map, especially when it comes to soccer or football.
Well done.
Well done.
It'll be an interesting final when we get to it, that's for sure. IEBC ballot changes ballot paper color codes. Presidential is going to be white. National Assembly is going to be green. MCA is going to be brown. Senate is going to be yellow. Women Representative is going to be purple. Governor is going to be sky blue. And referendum is going to be grey. Yes, referendum, whether you want one or not, essentially is what...
Civic education is important.
Sorry. You're right.
It needs to happen. If you're changing these colors, the individuals who've been voting with the colors they are used to, and with these changes, people are going to get confused. Civic education is not a request. You have to do it.
You have to do it at this point. Now that you're going to change things along the way, people need to know what it is that they're doing. Especially if it has been one way for the longest time and you're coming to change it. And I don't know why. For those of us who work in these communication spaces, you often say you cannot have your smallest budget going towards communication. Because those are the things, it's the devil is in the details. You're so right. If you're not communicating, teaching, do dummies for the next 9 months, have dummy presentations, go around. After all, you have a big budget. Go around, tell people this is what it's going to be. Don't come and tell us that we have 1 million spoiled votes in August because you didn't educate people on what they're supposed to be doing.
The individuals who voted in this country before, last week, people were asking, so when you go to vote, are you given 6 ballot papers or 1 or 2? Civic education must happen.
It has to happen, IBC. That's one of the things that you actually can do. If you cannot pronounce yourself over what the Constitution says, at the very least, you can actually tell people what they're supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to be voting. And if you're going to change the colors, you now need to tell them what goes where. This is not science here. It's just a basic 1, 2, 4s of going about things.
1 + 1 is 2, not 11. Stop complicating things.
It's 7 o'clock.
Spice up your life. This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.